What's going on, Davis Drives? I'm HSJ, and this is another episode of Sell My Ride. I got a little trick for you. I heard you like to fly, so we gave you wings.
You've heard of Pimp My Ride. This is Sell My Ride. We can do everything. You want a fish tank in the back? We can take care of it. We ain't done that in a while. We can bring it back. Watch this episode today. It's going to be a good one. Guys, we had enough fun today. We're going to bring you some actual content. Hummer H2s. Of course, everybody knows the Hummer H1, H2, and H3 were the generations. We always have had some of the Hummers available, and when they were more normal to be available, we may have had 3 at one time, but they were very normal, very stock. But for us to have 3 at this time of these generations, it's pretty impressive. So we wanted to gather them together, get a couple videos. As you can see in the headline, the black one here is extremely modified. Be a perfect one to head down to Florida to Miami. It's got the butterfly Lambo doors. It's very low mileage. That's the lowest mileage of all of them. That one's only got, I think, 50 or 60,000 miles. You can see it on the website, davis4x4.com. We're going to do some pan overs, show you some ins and outs of these vehicles, but these are 3 very good specimens of Hummer H2s. All right, so this H2 SUT versus the SUV. The blue one and the white one are SUTs, truck version, the V SUV version. This is a 2006, it's one of the last years. They did run them till 2008. You will see some 2009s. It's really strange how they did it, but GM, obviously that was the time when everything was going downhill. So GM was cutting a lot of products, so it's very limited production of these. The SUT though was probably about the most rare one. This is a really nice color. It's had a lot of stuff color matched. It's got the chrome wheels instead of polished. It's got the chrome steps. It's got the quad rack on the roof with the lights. Pickup bed, still has the pickup cover. Really, really unique truck. I've driven this one a couple times, and it's a good running driving truck, and it was local. It was actually a real estate agent that owned it, and he took very good care of it. He just wasn't using it anymore. It's got the all-terrain tires. Pretty well loaded, leather. You'll see. Nice looking truck. Coming over to the next one. This is actually probably one of my favorites. I actually set this truck up and ran it through the shops and all to keep. Just because why not? You know, you can't make them anymore. They don't make them anymore. It's a white SUT and it was lifted. You can't even get the lift kits anymore. Last time we went to do one, we had to buy the 6 box kits it takes to do it from 5 different manufacturers. It was crazy. Not to mention the expense to do one. So this is one that we did many years ago. It's got the FabTech proper lift kit underneath of it, all matching. We put a brand new set of 14 wide 2-piece fuels on it with some 37s. They'll clear up to a 40 this way, but not properly. So it's got the 37s with 14 wides. It's also an SUT, believe it or not, extremely high miles. I won't even mention how many. You go to the website, you'll see. You will not believe it after seeing this video. But the truck ran out perfect. Again, I drove it for about a week straight. I couldn't fault it for anything, so I sent it to the stereo shop. I had our guys over there color match a bunch of the interior stuff, the trim, the typical dash issues that these trucks have. Some of the gauges didn't work. We had a brand new GM dash put in it. Went through the shop, up at off-road for all the undercarriage items. They replaced a couple things, ran it through the service shop, same deal, serviced a couple things. But that is a very nice specimen of a lifted SUT. We probably only lifted 4 or 5 of those. We probably only lifted 8 or 10 of the SUVs out of the hundreds and hundreds that we've had over time. So sunroof, roof rack. Bed cover on the back is missing. That's not uncommon. Those things catch wind and they break. But that's a solid truck as well. Then we move it over to the last one there. Again, this is a very low mileage. Probably has a small leveling kit. Off-road Anthem wheels. Multi-piece wheels with the chrome and black inserts. It's got the covers on the calipers. They're not replacement calipers, they're just caliper covers. Sunroof model, loaded interior, first generation of the H2, because this one is an 03. And like I said, very, very, very low miles. We haven't had a low mileage under 100,000 mile one in 5 or 6 years probably now. I wouldn't say 10, but 5 or 6 years since we've had an under 100K mile one. They last, they hold up good. It's all GM drivetrain. You know, people get scared. It's all 2500 HD or 2500 Suburban drivetrain. You can still get most all the parts at any parts store. Easy to get a hold of anything that you want. 6.0 motors, make plenty of power, last forever. GM shouldn't have done away with them, but the H2s were one of the most common as things were growing for us. This was one of the coolest SUVs that we got in, and we were able to get a lot of them. Never thought we'd have an H1, but we did end up having, don't have any right this minute, but we've had, I guess, 6 or 8 H1s, everything from a military edition all the way up to fully customized Lux models. And then the H3, we do get a few of them, got a soft spot, especially if they're lifted, but we all know they're just kind of a throwaway, nothing special, but you know, Hummer really foobarred it on that one. So H2s, 3 of them here. We'll pan around them, show you all around. This one, again, very custom, lots of upgrades. All 3 are clean underneath. This white one, especially to be lifted, you know, the undercarriage is all exposed, it's not rusty. Another big deal, if you're looking at H2s and you're trying to buy one, be very careful. Make sure they're not rusty, because there are some things that rust apart on these things and you can't get them anymore. So be careful there. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully it's been interesting content. Some really nice, unique H2s.
All right, guys, like I said, I'm A to the J. This is Sell My Ride. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Please like and subscribe.
Keep going, hit it. Why it's so smoky in here, but I'm getting ready to bring you another episode of this ride. Good God, they said this was a no smoking vehicle too. Whew. You ready to film? Alright, I'm gonna open up a couple of doors so we can get this thing on display.
Oh man. Whew. What's going on?